Hello, Maria Drushkova here for Multiplication Explorers. We got an excellent anonymous question in um, the discussion of real times tables. So I'm going to show it to you. The question has to do with operations and inverse operations. So we learn to add and subtract, multiply and divide. And of course, for real deep understanding, it's important for kids to understand these connections, to see multiplication and division as two sides of the same idea. So, what is a good way to have the connection going? Well, first of all, don't present these things separately, multiplication and divisions. You can present them in the same context at the same time. Don't wait. But second, and this is a general approach we advocate at Natural Math, is to situate these simple, accessible ideas in the bigger algebraic context, or I guess bigger mathematical context. So what is the bigger context here? It's really accessible and fun. I'm going to share a page from the Mobius Noodles book from the chapter called Function Machine. So what is a function machine? It's a device. You can physically build a little box with your kids. And when you have a little box, you can name it something. So the first function is mom. And you can see a baby chicken going in and the hen coming out. So it takes baby animals and finds their moms. So when a puppy goes in, the dog mama dog will come out. Okay, so the next function machine here in the picture is numerical. So 3 goes in and 6 come out. If 5 goes in, 10 will come out. Okay, the next machine, this green one here, that's qualitative again, non-numerical. It just turns the objects the other way, it mirrors them. So the arrow that goes to the left goes into the machine, and now it points to the right. So the idea of a function machine, or of a function, of course, is very robust. You can use it for any operation. So if you use it, for example, let's look at this first mom machine. What happens if you work this machine backwards? So this hen will go into the machine and the baby chick will come out. So if dog goes in, the puppy will come out. So you can undo a lot of function machines, not all of them, but you can work them backwards. And for me, this is this idea of inverse function, or of working a function machine one way and then the other, is what connects a lot of these operations like addition and subtraction, or multiplication and division. They are inverses of one another. Now, this is a powerful idea. It's overarching, and you can pretend play it with so many different uh, ways and so many different stories. You can do this with toddlers, with little machines like puppies, or puppies turning into dogs like I was using. Or you can, another animal machine that kids like a lot is taking an animal and giving each animal a house. So a fish lives in the water, maybe a pond. A bird lives in a nest. A dog lives in a dog house. And again, you can go back with this machine for the inverse function. Who lives in the dog house? Who lives in the nest? And you can work it back. So the same machine, if it doubles, so you have a raisin here, you work your function, 2 raisins come out. You have 3 apples, you put them into the function, 6 apples come out. Well, if you work it as an inverse, you put 6 apples in and 3 apples come out. And if you just put 1 apple in as an inverse, half an apple will come out. And kids like doing these extensions of numbers into different types of numbers, I guess, different types of quantities. So try to put operations in the bigger algebraic context, inverse them by seeing them as function machines, and play with non-numeric, or I call them qualitative functions if you work with younger kids or kids who like stories, or pretty much everyone try it. A lot of people like it.